house is you looking at?
Hotel. There's some air rent.
Okay. His name is Val. Let's see him later. Val. Mike. There's Gene. And looking out. This town is called, what is it? Calderon? Calderon.
I don't know if that's how they say it. Calderon.
Turkish. Calderon, which in Turkish means almost Iran. Where is Iran, by the way?
Just on this direction.
Just over the hills there is Iran?
Yeah.
There's Ararat.
Okay.
The town which we stayed is in that direction.
I can't believe it.
Who? Hey!
You're in the middle of the highway.
Oh, I'll get out of the way. Start with the visitors. The visitors.
Now, take your picture. That's good right there.
It is in a mud flow. Over on this side here was an outcropping. Actually, the structure of the boat came to rest upon. You can see whereby the sides were pulled in.
Oh, your camera, 1,000.
It's Hasan and Mike.
Just wait a couple seconds. You're going to nice little hay wagon in the foreground. Right, Scotty? What a light. These kids get to grow up.
Can you take a picture of them, G?
Oh, sure.
If you can get the village in the background. That is the Iranian border. I'll show you how close we are to it. There are guards on that side of the border. So we are warned not to go too close. I'm going to come down a little bit. And we start to get to the ark itself. Ooh, that's kind of high, isn't it? Yeah. Looks like dirt. It's actually rock.
That one there?
If Ron's theory is correct. But it doesn't look like wood. Now, I've got some
Got some
stuff,
funny taping. Just ahead of me.
and it ain't biblical, but I've got some indications, writings that indicate that wood before the flood, or the flood wood, was very different than what the wood we had today. That it was stronger. That it looked very much like Iranian. Now, if that's true, you could petrify something like that. It just it wouldn't look like petrified wood that you see in museums. Probably not the original landing site.
But it was up there,
It was
right?
up there.
Okay. And probably on the same
It was
hill?
probably a lot more level than it is now. Let's go up the side here. I got something I'll show you. Grab that thing radar.
At this rock here. I'm at the nose
Very big.
of the ark right now. And we see this structure, whatever it is. Now here's the cool thing. Here's the cool thing. There's a pattern going all the way up.
1, 2, count them.
Go ahead, I can't. 3. How many are you counting? 5? 10? Just walking up the side. And as I said, there's a definite pattern. Here's another one. Theory being that these are petrified deck timbers. Here's another. We'll take another shot of these when we get all the way back. Don't know if that's a rock sticking up or not. Certainly fits the pattern.
It's not in good shape. Hey, Val? Something over here you want to see.
Jay,
That's the deck support beams?
This is a metal plate with 2 rivets in it.
Oh, okay.
Although you can only see one anymore.
All right, we're going to turn and show you the pattern. Looking down, there's Gene.
Up with the rust. It goes right up to here. And you've got a rivet head here. And there's one here, but it's deteriorating.
Do you mind if you walk on it? You're gonna-
No, don't walk on it, but you can take pictures of it. Let me get up. No, because it's cracking.
Yeah.
Another couple of years, I'm afraid that it's not going to be visible anymore.
So what was this big one piece here?
It may have been a beam, or it could have been this thing. I don't know if you can see it from here. No, I can't. It just looks like a rock. But it's got definite grain structure to it. Don't look like any kind of rock I've ever seen. It's not a sedimentary rock. It's not a sedimentary rock, but it's got a grain in it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
people have broken big chunks of it out, but you can still see the grain structure of the wood. Anything that's loose, you can take a piece of it. There is a rock, a sedimentary rock common to this area that looks very similar to it. And I've had some people say, well, that's just the rock. But when we've taken pieces of this and compared it to the rock, they look very similar, but they're not the same.
So this particular structure was once much larger.
This is probably a beam that was broken when this thing got pierced by this limestone outcropping I'm sitting on here. And we've got pictures of it when it was fully intact. Some of the local people broke a big chunk out of it, and it's filled in with dirt.
That's
now.
some of it down there too, is it not?
Maybe. But you can still see some of the grain structure in it. Yeah. And it was that big. It was actually quite a lot bigger than a landscape beam, but it's broken up now.
Good grain.
And the way we found that is that they'd had real heavy rain this spring in June.
And this is right in the center where that outcropping is, right?
We're right almost dead in the center of it.
This is the outcropping here. See how wide the... Oh, this is the structure here.
Whoa.
Right here.
But you got too many things going on.
Somebody needs a man Friday.
Oh yeah, look at this. Oh geez, that's a nice one. That is good.
See, that's why, I had trouble when people come up to me. This thing ain't real, it's just a big hoax. And I tell them, look, I've been on this thing, I've collected samples, I've seen things that weren't there last year.
Give you an idea in perspective. We're in the middle of the boat.
Right along these eastern sides, you see the bumps? Yeah. Those are broken bank joists. See, it's eroded out. It wasn't there last year. But they had so much rain this spring and winter.
Who is exposing this thing? Seems to me.
Well, I think that if we don't excavate it, God's going to.
Well, look how uniform. It's just like down the lower section. These upper sections, yeah, they're very, very uniform in
Well,
their
when I came here in
distribution.
'97, that big hole on the side, which you haven't seen yet, was only about 4 feet above the ground level. Now it's 15.
Has anybody measured these rock structures? The regularity of them?
Well, not these, because like I said, these didn't appear until this spring. It's like they're actually up in the visitor center too.
That's we just look like the
Hey, he's standing right on the tip of the back.
I gotta just... Did you tell them to go away? Thank you.
Otherwise, that's just been always. They say, oh, para, para, para. Para means money. Say, hello, para.
Yeah, thank you.
Man.
Silver and gold I have not.
Now what's this village? Yes.
They call Necho.
I would think these were the most ancient.
And we're on the
That's the bow.
opposite side now.
The front.
And once again, we're getting this regular outcropping.
You know what? That's petrified wood. Not only that, but it's got copper. And it's got, look at this.
Oh, geez, yeah, look at that. Hey, Gene, we need the camera here.
I'm not sure exactly what
You can
that
see how
is.
circular, it's like a beam.
Stand next to that, Val. I'll take your picture.
Let's see if I can stand.
It's circular. Hey, Gene. You can see it's almost like it was a,
Here, tell me what you think. If you can get up off the ground.
Yeah.
And one other that I can't remember right now. And if there's ritual burials in this area, there would be no reason for there to be a ritual burial in this remote area unless there was something.
what is this, the bow or the stern?
It was the ark is what made it holy.
Bow, I'm at the
There would be
bow,
Ritual burials in this area. And the thing is, the burial.
the very end of the boat. And
And it dated to about
this is one of
1650s.
the side timbers,
Yeah, this is a deck support beam.
a deck support beam.
This would be deck joist. Deck support beams come up like this.
Okay.
Deck joists
You're
are
absolutely correct.
I used to get that mixed up too.
Now you can clearly see it to be circular. And what we'll do is we'll go to the other side and we'll see if there's one on the other side.
I'm gonna get a picture while he's looking.
I want somebody to get a picture of me with this little thing.
Jump up. I need that because I need some.
You can see it is clearly circular.
Now the way this works,
And this is what is on the other side. There's the bow.
come back up here.
There's that piece of petrified wood.
Different, is like you said, the sun will be in a different spot.
A little bit after that, I found another one there. Then you proceed down a little bit further on the bow, on the side. And lo and behold, we have another joist of some sort. Certainly has a circular look to it again. Okay, we're going to do it again. There's the circular outcropping.
I was afraid I might, but I think I've already tried.
Another that we showed just previously. Another. And there's another. Okay, coming down the side once again. We're getting a little deeper now. A steeper incline. Or decline, I should say. And we're also getting more depth on the structure, on the arc. Now, please note, we have a bit of a bow that comes in on the side. I don't know if it's showing in the photos or the video too well, but it's distinctly notable that it is rounded downward. There again, Mount Ararat. On that steep side that I was just talking about, found some interesting rock formations. Get closer, hopefully the grain formation will come out a little bit. Distinct. Both have a copper is going on. Yeah, it really looks very similar. This is the second day at the ARC site, and we're actually en route to the ARC site right now. And I'm just taking a video of Mount Ararat. That's Little Ararat. I'll get close-ups in a little bit. I just videotaped the lava flow, and that is Mount Ararat itself. You can see it's in the middle of a plain.
Good tour guide. What did you do, Sarah?
There's no snow.
Very little snow.
Beauty of nature. Did you see how where the volcanic ash stopped? All the way over where it stopped. Now I imagine probably
This is the volcano lava flow. Now, from this vantage,
Are you gonna snap out the picture here?
yes, it's the Mount Ararat area.
that's it.
I was actually
This is inside the visitor center. As you can see, it's very sparse. A number of plans for it. But I'll go over those in a little bit. It does have a...
I guess we better go eat.
Shawnee, this is for you. Got a little lizard down there.
I guess you try to get closer.
Yeah, do that. Right.
Okay.
Astropod out here.
Okay, this is really, really cool. This is a piece of coral.
And that tells you
Bill
that
Fry
this
just
area was
found
not
it.
only underwater, but it was underwater long enough for coral to grow.
That's more than 40 days.
Well, it could have been
The Earth was
swished
underwater
around.
for a year. It was a year from the time he got on the boat to the time he got off.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And he got off up there, which is several,
Yeah.
maybe 1,000 feet
Okay.
above where we are. See, everybody forgets that this is not the
Here you go, Bill.
landing site.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Bill.
you're welcome.
Okay. There's Ararat.
Actually,
We're in the lower
I
section.
have one, but it's back at the hotel.
We're on the side we have not gone around yet.
You guys hang around close because I want to show you something up here just a little ways before we get separated.
Okay.
More
And we're going to be
efficient.
heading up in that direction there. A little while later, I'm actually going to go up on this ridge and get some photos and a video. Okay. And we're starting this walk on the, what side is this, Bill? West side? East side? And we came across another timber, very similar to what we came across at the top yesterday. And there again, it's a circular stone structure. It looks like petrified wood. Looks like really a log. A little closer, Gene. I'm going to climb up there in a minute and get a photo of it. It's circular motion. I'll get up a little closer, but this is on the side going directly through. Okay. Same structures noted a little while ago. Circular in nature. Embedded in the dynamite hole that was blasted. When was this blasted, Bill? 1960 by the Turkish government.
George Vandeman and his group.
It was an American team of explorers that came out here in 1960.
Okay.
By George Vandeman and Wilbur Bishop.
Embedded into the structure itself is something that certainly appears to be, well, it appears to be a shell. I don't know. It is in the rock itself. Be difficult to video it.
This'll make it, huh?
Some more petrified wood.
Well, that's a nice specimen there, I'll tell you what.
You can see the bark on the outside here. Where's the bark, Bill?
Right here. This is all bark and then it's broken off here. Clean that up, we'll be able to see it better. It's got some mud on it and stuff. But there's another big, like right here, look at
Broken off
this.
pieces all over.
Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. This is all part probably of one beam that it fell out during the spring sometime and it hit here and broke like your piece did. Here's another piece.
Is that bark with pitch on the back?
I'm not sure, might well be. It's a silicate replacement of whatever it was.
What'd you find, Gene?
Well, it looks like, you know, it looks like a petrified stump, but it's a log that's sticking out of the ground. And it's not, we're not at the tip of the boat. The tip of the boat is
There's the tip right there.
20 feet. No, it's this one.
Oh, really?
But we think
It's the opposite way.
pulled away. And this was left when it went further down the mountain.
There's the tip of the boat right there.
Yeah, let's try to use another piece.
You got another one? Do you show Ron this? I mean, Bill?
Yeah, they should.
There's another one where?
Well, this looks like a beam. I bet there's a beam here, and maybe there, and maybe there.
Almost like the, it broke apart of some sort, you know? At the end.
Yeah, maybe there's a little left here. I don't know if that's a piece of a...
Huh. Okay, this is the document that at the Ark site. Here's the Ark itself. Actually, on the opposite side of the Ark, I found some coral. This is not petrified coral, showing that there was a large amount of water in this area. We are 6,300 feet above sea level right now. This was away from the Ark site, on the west side, I guess it is, or the east side. Zafir, which way is east? The east, okay, on the east side of the Ark. Probably about 100 yards away, I found this. Parallel with the Ark. It's the town from which the
Yeah.
anchor stones are noted.
I think some of you may have heard about some vandalism. Somebody came out here with a sledgehammer, and they were breaking.
Unique structure. I'll tell you about
And
that
where
theory in
they're
a little
hitting
bit.
is they're trying to obscure the crosses. And we've got a pretty good idea who's doing that.
Ah,
Now,
yeah.
here is Mount Ararat. Here, you'll see this valley.
That big one.
Durupinar. Durupinar
How could
is
he
there.
move something like this?
Well, first of all, it wasn't originally petrified.
Yeah.
And number two, he was significantly
The ark
bigger.
ultimately ended up
See, a
there.
person twice our height
Yeah.
would weigh 4 times as much.
To have the
So,
It's a very
if the
unique
average person
structure.
is 6 foot, 200 pounds, then if they are twice our size,
Nothing else in this area that
then
looks
they would
like
be
this.
12 feet, 800 pounds. And of course, how much a person weighs and their girth is directly proportional to your strength.
So he could turn this.
So, moving something like this, even if it was a piece of wood, would not be unreasonable. But as a stone, it would of course be significantly heavier. But as far as we can tell, there's no other stone in this area like this, which makes it unique, and that thus makes it suspect that maybe it's not indigenous.
That's a very big piece. And do you think it's been just exposed to the sun and not been covered ever?
It's hard to say. I mean, if it petrified, then it pretty much had to have been covered at some point in time. Now, whether they dug it up and stood it up and carved crosses on it, and then later it got knocked over, or we don't know. Now, these vandals also broke a big piece of this thing off. And that's why I said, because we know who's behind it. Because for a couple of years there was no problems, and then this person comes back to the village, and all of a sudden there's problems again. We're gonna have to deal with him as it continues. Well, there ain't no way we can turn him in.
Did you do that again? Huh.
Like a drum.
Interesting.
You guys will line up behind that. I'll take a.
Great.
Okay, let me look good.
The group.
Theory is this is the covering, petrified somehow, was on the ark. Sounds hollow, very unique.
Okay,
it's
everybody
layered.
smile. This would be his sign when he was still alive. After he died, this would be moved up here.
That's for Nimrod?
And a lot of people think that's the precursor of the Egyptian Ankh.
Egyptian art.
Ankh, the Egyptian Ankh, which is a cross with a hole in the top.
That's a Nimrod move.
Yeah, right here and right here.
Those are the earliest markings.
Where the other one? No, the other one's right here. The other one's right there.
All right.
Now, one of the things that people have said about the hole, I can stand up with this. If you stand up here, you can see that the hole is made in a very special way, but that the hole is so close to the edge that if you tried to lift the stone with this hole, it would just break.
Yeah.
Well, if you get up here and you look around this, and you see this on a number of the anchor stones that still have the holes, it appears that people were chipping pieces of the stone off and maybe taking it as souvenirs. Most of them, they seem to have chipped it off around the hole. Okay, but there's a lot of evidence of that type of thing.
Uncle, how will I
So if you want to get up here and look at the hole, you can. If you want to take pictures, this is a good photo op.
Hello.
So it could have been. Wow.
Hello, guys.
Oh no.
Hello. Hello.
of them are anchor stones that are turned upside down and used as tombstones.
I see. So a portion of these are anchor stones,
And
portions.
really the only way you can tell is by the size, unless we pull them out of the ground and look for the hole.
Hello, Mike. Big cheek. برو بعد ما اي مستوى قدوة خواج كان ميجي على
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's 8.
Theorized to be an anchor stone.
It's been broken off.
Yeah, must have.
Would match with this one right here.
Yeah.
You can see it's been chipped off.
Chipped it off.
Okay,
do you
yes,
want to take
no.
any pictures of anything else?
Okay, Gadu.
Okay.
Must
Nice
have.
picture of Ararat there behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, Gadu.
So Scotty.
This is the back of the original anchor stone we looked at. Let's go all the way around it.
Hello.
I'll check it. No, it's not on. But yeah.
You
see when it comes out like that.
Okay,
So you. There you go.
And we're going to be heading up this ridge over here a little bit, and you'll find out a little more about that when we go up there. And there's where that ridge is in relation to Ararat. And again, the valley
Thank you.
over that hill with where the ark landed. Okay, I pointed out earlier when we were at that
What, 30, 35?
structure that we had listed as possibly the cover, that we'd be coming up this ridge. Okay, there's the village. We just had chai. We saw the anchor stones in. And in this area, there's actually an ancient or an old, I don't know, ancient or not, but an old foundation and structure. Now, near this area, this is the interesting thing. The structures are no longer around, but they found 2 marker stones. Not anchor stones, these were actually grave markers. And there were 8 crosses on one of the grave markers. Not 8 crosses, but Bill, what were they? They're not 8 crosses. What were the on the?
Appears that the Mrs. Noah, whose name is, nobody's ever heard any reference to it, looks like she died first, according to the way the graves were. I'm sorry, what was your question?
What was on the gravestone? The grave markers?
A photographic representation of 8 people walking away from a woman, an elderly woman, which would indicate that she died first. And then later, a picture of Noah and his wife with their eyes closed and the kids walking away from them.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that particular structure in relation to this house is believed to be an altar. I guess there's a path cut in so you could lead animals up it. We'll go up there. It's tradition too in this area as well.
Holy place. And they had a ritual that they used to do up here, which I think entails breaking the pottery. You guys going up with those?
Okay, this is that stone structure we were talking about a little earlier. We're going to circle it shortly. It's big, really big.
On the top.
You're going to see Zafer in a minute on the top. There he is. Altar stone.
5 feet tall, man. This is not small.
Okay, this is the side of the stone. We're going to circle it. Now, Zafer, why is this considered an altar stone?
You know, I can tell that the Ron place that is the altar stone, which is, you can see from here, like it's in the time it can have some broken piece and start, and you can see there's the steps.
Okay.
Because for 5 feet tall man, it is normal. But for us, it is not, you know, you can't see it's a step or...
So this is
It's looking to the Noah's house, and
okay.
it's looking to the village.
So Yahweh would
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
and have forgiveness. He would see the sacrifice and say,
Yeah.
I forgive you.
yeah. And like, you know, that is none of the rocks like this around here.
I see.
You know, this
Okay, we're gonna do a panorama. There's the village, where the people are. It's what's believed to be the house location previously mentioned. Okay, we're gonna go a little further. Dubai is it? In that general direction. Okay. The plane runs straight down. That's where the Ark resting place is that we've been looking at. You can see over this little rise Mount Ararat. And we're going to circle around a little bit further, and you're going to see the altar that was theorized. And we'll just keep going. We'll do a 180, a 360 rather. And that's where we started from. And it's just street life in Durupinar. Not a busy street section, but military all over the place. Interesting thing is you see boys all over the street. Rarely do you see a woman. If you do, she's usually garbed, not always. This little fella's our buddy. Monster is his name. Or nickname, actually. Sorry. And they're getting some soda and whatnot. This is the checkpoint into Iran from Turkey. There's the buffer zone. Turkish soldiers who we have not been able to photograph this far. And you can see over there, that's the Iranian side over there. Now, since you've been coming here, is the ark becoming, or is the structure becoming more and more noticeable?
Yeah.
How so?
You know, I can tell you, it's every year we have, even this year we have strong rains here.
Mhm.
And you can see it is, what I believe is God is showing you the shape of it, you know.
Mhm.
You can see it is shape of ark, and it's showing you there is, you know, there
Okay.
is ark. And there is another story which is later you will talk with Hasan, and he will tell you it is there is before they found the ark. There
Mhm.
is the village people also say that when they are in the village just up there, if you want to turn and see, it's very close to the ark side.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what they say? They say there is a light always in the night time when we look to this side, to the side of the ark, and there is a light. And before they found the ark side, people from the village, they believe this is the holy place.
Did they believe it to be
Yeah.
Noah's Ark?
No, they didn't have an idea about what is it, but they believe it is holy because they see this light always there. And after the Ron Wyatts come here and people find that is Noah's Ark,
Mm-hmm.
there is no anymore.
No light?
Yeah. no light anymore.
Now, when they would see this light, they would go down, and what would happen to the light?
They go down, you know, until come to the closer,
Uh-huh.
and light is gone. There is no light.
Interesting.
Yeah. In the long distance, when you see, you can find the light.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, when you go through the light, it's gone.
And that was right on what's now the Ark site?
Yeah, right on the middle of the arc site.
The middle of the Ark
Yeah.
site. Interesting, interesting. Anything else that you think is important that should be pointed out?
You know, it is. I'd like you to talk with Hasan, and I can explain you. He has stories about the arc site.
How old is Hasan?
Hasan must be like 70, 75.
Okay, and
But-
he's lived here all of his life?
Yeah.
Okay.
He born here and he lived here, and before he's doing farming around here.
Okay.
After they found here, they take him to here because he's the one believing the ark site, and he's protect the ark site from the other people. And
He now works-
Yeah.
He now works for the Turkish government
Yeah, he's-
with the Ark site.
Yeah, with the ark site, and
Interesting.
you know it is really hard to find somebody like this
Yes.
to look after this place.
Okay, well, let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
Thank you. Zafer, what is the name of that ridge on the...
Ak Yayla Dağı.
Ak Yayla.
Akyala?
Ak Yayla.
What does that mean?
Ak Yayla means white nomad.
You told me a name last night as well. What did you tell me last night the name of that ridge was? Do you remember?
You know, some people, they believe it's the wall of heaven.
The Wall of Heaven, they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from
Interesting.
the Quran.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Interesting. Okay, we're here. We're interviewing Hasan. Hello, Hasan.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello America.
Wonderful. Zafer is going to be kind enough to translate for us. I am wondering, how long have you lived here, Hasan?
چند سال چند سال ne zamandan beri buralardadır, yani bu buralarda kalıyor?
Ben ben daha çocukken 1960 yıllarında bunu araştırmış, Türk araştırmacı, Amerika araştırmacıyla beraber katıldım. Onlarla beraber çalıştım. Ta 1985. 85'ten de bugüne kadar buradayım. Söyle ki
He say that he born here, and in after 1960 the people come here and they work on here. He helped them, and
He helped them with the Ark discovery.
helped them with the ark.
Okay.
Deki 1985 yıldan bugüne kadar devlet bu binayı da gemiyi benim hayatıma edinmiştir. Benim hayatımı ben koruyorum.
And after 1985, the government said that's the Noah's Ark site. They are sure about it, and they take him looking after here
Okay.
from
Okay.
1885 until now.
Okay.
Bu Nuhun Gemisi'nin bütün bilgileri hep bendedir. Kim gelir ister yabancı olsun ister Türkiye olsun. Ben de binaları bilgi veriyorum. Beni TRT veriyorlar, televizyona veriyorlar, gazetelere veriyorlar. Benim röportajım her tarafa geçiyor.
He say that people coming here, and that is the only man I can give information to the people here. And he said lots of TV people coming and newspapers coming, you know, talking with him and getting information about the Noah's Ark from him.
I see.
2000 yılında Japonlar 60 kişilik bir Japon, 40 kişilik TRT Türk ekipleri, müşterek olarak 100 kişilik bir grup 3 gün burada üstte çalıştılar. Canlı yayın ve röportajlarını ben verdim. Çok sevindiler, beni Japonya'ya davet ettiler, sevindiler. Ben Japonya'ya gidemedim. Her zaman beni gelirler diyor, seni Japonya'da izliyoruz. Bunu canlı yayın röportajını ben verdim. Çekiminin röportajını ben verdim.
He said that in 2000 there is a group of people, 60 people from Japan and 40 people from Turkey. They are TV people, and they make they take a lively and they show in Japan and Turkey.
Oh, wow.
And he gives all this information to these people, and they invite him to go to Japan with these people. And he said, I couldn't live here alone, and I couldn't go.
Bunda 4-5 gün önce yine Türkiye TRT, TGRT televizyon, TRT 2 dediği buna programı ben verdim. Bu programı aldılar. Dün yok, öbür gün yayını yaptılar. Herkes beni izledi.
He said that is 5-6 days ago. There is also some TV people from Turkish channels, and they show it. I think they show it. It's in yesterday. He say in the TV. They talk with him like what we did.
Now, he said earlier that that was farmland on top of the ark until like 1948.
Önceden burası sen daha önceden burası yani depremden
Anladım, onu biliyorum.
burası
Biliyorum dedi.
tarla mıydı yani?
Biliyorum.
Öyle
Tamam,
şey.
nasıl diyor ben biliyorum.
Ha.
Dedi ki burası 1948 senesinden böyle dümdüzdü. Aynı böyle değil, çaydı, biçilirdi. 48 senesinde geceleyin bir kayma oluyor, deprem oluyor. Bile sabahleyin dışarı çıkıyor ve bakıyor, yok felaket bir şey, her taraf kaymış gitmiştir. Sadece Nuhun gemisi bulundu, ona bir şey olmamıştır. Öyle sabit kaldı. Sözüyle ben kısa söyleyeyim.
He said that before 48 it was farming land and people using that place, and after, in 48 there is an earthquake, and in the morning when they see all the lands moved, but the ark side is staying there.
De ki 1948 yıllarından sonra her akşam üzerinde bir elektrik lambası gibi bir ışık yanardı. Halk arasında kimi diyor ki burası bir cevherettir, kimisi bir hazinedir, kimisi bir tüverdir. Söyle.
He said that after this earthquake, it start. You know, people see from the village. They see the light on the middle of the ark side, middle of this shape, and some people from the village, they believe this is holy place. Somebody, they say there is something there. You know, they have no idea.
Ondan sonra bizim bir Türk pilotu 1967'den onu havada fotoğraf çektiler. Gittiler Ankara'da maden, teknik, arama ve jeofizik daire müdürlüğüne bağlı 5 kişilik bir araştırma ekibi geldi buraya. Günlerce bir çalışma yapıldı. Nuhun gemisi burada olduğunu doğrulandılar. Söyle.
And he says in 1960, people from Turkish Air Force, they have a picture on the air before this 1960. They have a picture in air, and it's they found there is something looks like a ship, and they come over here, and 5 days they work here. They look what's it, and they left.
Burada gemisi olduğuna dair Türkiye hükümeti Amerika Birleşik bilgi verdi. Nuhun gemisi Türkiye'de olduğuna dair Amerika Birleşik iletildi. Amerika Birleşik Cem Irwin astronot Ron Wyatt deri fasol. Burada yönete 60 kişilik bir heyetler geldi, böyle çalışma yapıldı. Nuhun gemisi burada olduğunu Amerika Birleşik tarafına da doğrulandılar.
And the Turkish government has told to get the contact with the American universities, and they just say there is something like this, and he say after that Ron Wyatt, James Irwin, and
James Irwin,
yeah,
the astronaut.
Russell, yeah.
Okay.
They come over here, and they have like 6-7 people with them, and they work on this place. And they say that's the Noah's Ark.
What happened to the light in 1960? The light stopped coming on the ark?
What?
The light that you mentioned earlier stopped in 1960?
Hacı bu şey ışık. Burada önceden ışık yanıyormuş yani.
Işık
Bundan zamana kadar
Işık yanıyordu ama Amerikalılarla Türkler geldi, gemiyi kepçedildi, gemiyi karar verdi, kayboldu gittik.
They say that is after the people come here, they say they work here, and they say that's the ark side. There is no light anymore.
That was in 1960 that the light stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. After the Vandeman group came.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ondan sonra bu Nuhun Gemisi'nin merkezi şu güney yöndeymiş. 7000 yıl önce tufan olduğunda burası deniz haline geliyor. Bu Nuhun Gemisi şu güney su güzel yüzerek ta buraya kadar gelir. Sular çekilince kara oturuyor yerini alıyor.
And he says actually the place of the Noah's Ark is not this place. It's landed further up, and it's slide down, come down to this place. And he says still there is a bottom of ark is somewhere up there.
Really? And you can see the shape?
Bir de yukarıda onun üstüne dair bir şey var.
Onun yüzüne dair vallahi geçen sene bir Amerika araştırmacı oraya orada dikili taşlar var. Hiç üstüne bir daktı yasatır. Bir gözün belki bir uzakta gitmiştir.
He say he didn't understand it there is a shape of it or something, but he say in the border of Iran, it's in the inside of Iran, or like it's kind of freelance. There is a carving on the rock, you know. It is. He say he didn't understand, but people they say to him, like people he worked with, like Ron Wyatt and David Castle, they say that's the something about the ark. There is a carving in the rock.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's called a stele.
Yeah.
Burada Nuhun Gemisi olduğuna dair ölçümlere başlandılar diye ölçümlere başlandı. 164 bu tire boyu çıktı. Kıyımıza genişliği çıktı.
He say that after all they do all and they measure it, and they say it is 164 meters long and 42 meters what you call it?
Wide.
Wide.
Now, is it becoming more and more visible over the years?
Artıyor. Tabii artıyor. Geliştiriyor.
He say lots of lots of people going to know about it, and it's there is more people than before coming to visit this place.
Bir eğer geçmeseydi Türkiye'de TRT 4 tane TRT geldi burada bilgi benden aldılar TRT televizyonu yayınladılar.
He
Geliştiriyor.
say the Turkish government TV
Television.
is coming here always, and this year they get 4 times. They talk with him and they get the picture of the ark and stuff. And he say that he believes government is understanding how important. Slowly.
Hadi 1989 yıllarında çünkü benim kafamda kalıyor. 1989 yıllarında yine Amerika arkeoloji ekibindeydi. David Fasol, Ron Wyatt. Müşterek 17 günlük bir sondaj çalışması yapıldı. Şu kadar tahta çıktı, o tahtayı Amerika götürdüler, inceleme verdiler. 7000 yıl önce Nuhun Gemisi tahtası olan dair karar verildi. Hatta Amerika'da çok sayıda kendi dini adetlerine göre köyde okulda dağda buldular, kurban kesip verdiler.
And he said that in 89, Ron Wyatt and David Fussell come together and they work together in here 17 days. And they get, they dig, and they found a petrified wood, and they take this piece to the US, to your country.
Allah'a şükür olsun Nuhun Gemisi Türkiye'mizdedir. Nuhun Gemisi Türkiye'mizde ve onu izleyen bütün dünya alemine hayırlı olmasını Cenab-ı Allah'tan diliyorum.
And he say, it is, they also they bring sheep from at that time they bring sheep from the village and they bring here and they cut it for the people, to serve the people, It is, and after that, what he say, we believe that's the Noah's Ark. We hope much more people believe that and show that to everybody, make that make the people sure the ark is here.
Bir bütün Türkiye hayırlısı bu. Bir Türkiye'de dünyada ne hayırlı olursa
To say
Türkiye
it
ve
is something important for Turkey and all the countries.
ve benim hoşuma bu kadar bir hepinize saygılar sunuyorum.
We say you welcome.
Thank you very much.